All right, so when it comes to Malik Willis, I said on my tweet yesterday that there's like 28 plays that go outside of quick outs and wide receiver or running back screens or quick scrambles by him. And it doesn't mean I'm throwing those things out. It's just things that, for the most part, I expect every NFL quarterback to make. I understand his scramble ability, and that's definitely an asset for him. But I wanted to take plays where he had to play a little bit more conventional. Okay, he had to go through his reads a little bit. He had to throw the ball down the field. I wanted to see the consistency against situations where he got a little bit of pressure. Okay, so it wasn't just come back, easy, complete the ball. I wanted to see him have to play the position a little bit more. 28 plays was all I could come up with in which to assess that part of it. Okay, we're going to decide together as we watch the tape what you think, who you think he is as a player. What is his upside? What is his value? Okay, that's all I was saying, is that it's going to be really hard for any general manager off of 28 plays to figure out exactly who Malik Willis is. Let me take you into the tape. Let's do a little study ball. All right, so let's dive into these different plays, okay? And the order is basically just as they came, starting in 2024 through 2025, regular season, any postseason, okay? So got to make an assessment, all right? Who he is, what's he see, how does he play the position specifically inside the pocket. All right, so we're going to run a little popcorn concept. So it's going to be a corner, a pop, and a flat. Okay, we're going to read the flat defender here. He pushes through, as you see right there. Boom, there's the pop right behind it, about as open as it could be, but we're moving. Okay, now we know he's got the scramble ability, really, really good at that, and going to be an element no matter where he goes in the quarterback run game and also the scramble game. But I'm specifically trying to evaluate him on how he's going to play, ball in his hands, in the pocket, in terms of reading things out and watching them develop. Okay, so missed opportunity right there, but makes up for it with a great scramble play, setting them up inside the 5-yard line. Okay, we're going to have a little fake wide receiver bubble screen, and then we're going to run a post and a little shoot route right here. So you come off of this, always going to peek inside first, but the goal is you hope that the corner chases that post and you can hit this, this shoot in the hole right here. So nice little pump fake. Okay, he comes back. Now, this is played really, really well. Don't really have the post right here. You see spacing isn't great between these two, and the corner's going to end up falling off, but I love the throw. Being able to put the ball high and away, hit that hole shot before the corner can fall off. I mean, it's a really good shot right there. Now, good play by the corner to fall off, and as I said, the spacing wasn't great. So the corner's really able to play too and knock this thing away, but it's a big-time throw right there. I like the way he drove it, his ability to kind of see where the window was, get the ball out quickly. All right, we're going to come back here. Okay, this is a play you'll see them run at times. Just kind of clear out down the middle, run a corner. Okay, tight end's going to come, and he's going to go there. And then on the backside, we're going to run a big in and some sort of a check down. So you peek to the front side. Okay, looks like Malik looks left. Doesn't like the concept over there, or doesn't like the look, or maybe he's even trying to work this backside safety over there. All right, whichever of those elements, good, you know, to peek over there. I don't like it. Come back to the backside in. Oh, I'm going to get over there because I'm going to work this guy with my eyes. Whichever scenario, I like it. Comes back, boom, hits the backside in. Nice throw, good second level. Okay, so these are the kind of things that have you excited, without a doubt. The ability to kind of manipulate the defense, to peek one side and work back to the other side. Another chunk throw right there. Big part of being great at this level and be a starter in this level is, can you consistently make the chunk throws? Okay, so this one here, and again, a lot of the things I'm looking at is I want to see him go beyond the number one receiver. Okay, nothing wrong with going and throwing to your number one receiver when the number one receiver is open. Nothing wrong with that at all. But when you have a quick number one throw and it's really just pick and stick, grab the ball and throw it out and complete it, it doesn't tell us a whole lot about what a player is as a quarterback. So I want to see and force him to have to read high lows and ins and outs and double post comp. I want to see him read the coverage, be able to make the right decision and have the right timing off of coverage. So here's one. We're going to clear out down the middle. Then we're going to have a big in with what I call a sled combination, which is a swing lead combination. We're going to try to read the number 2 linebacker here. As we come back, what's he do? Does he push through to the sled and give us the in back behind it? Or does he get depth here and gives us a 2-on-1 over here on the sled? Okay, so eyes are right there. That's all I'm seeing right there. Okay, come back. Okay, he holds. Now there's a lot of teams that kind of come back and say, hey, peek real quick. If it's not there, just kick the swing out there. You see this happen a lot. But this is his read guy. The read guy gets depth. I'm going to assume that that's what he saw in this particular play. Now my advantage comes to the outside, gets it to him. Good accurate throw, good timing on it. Good decision right there. I'll take it. All right, common concept going to be in every playbook. Post, over, and then something in the flat over here. Okay, so come back, post is gone. We got a safety back here, no problem. Now we got to find the flat defender. Okay, so we're going to come back and read the flat defender. What's he do? Okay, he gets depth. Gets depth. There would be nothing wrong with taking this flat right here, and that would be a winning decision if he took the flat. But that doesn't mean that this over is not a winning decision. This over would not be a winning decision if he threw it over here outside the numbers. But there are different kinds of throws that we have where we talk about it being a hole shot. Okay, so sometimes it's a hole shot down the boundary. So it's a shot that happens in between a deep safety and a shallow corner. That's a hole shot. There's other times we have, this is what I call an over hole shot. And so what I mean by that hole shot is that it's not becoming a true high-low over here with the flat and the over based on where I'm throwing it. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to throw this ball in the hole. I am going to beat the corner who's sitting out there, and yes, he got depth, but he's sitting out there outside the numbers. I'm going to throw this into the hole. I'm going to drive this into the hole, and I'm going to beat the corner with the overthrow right here. Boom, right there. Not throwing it outside the numbers. I see that I got a defender out there in front of it. I got a hole. I got a hole in which I can drive this football. Big time throw right here. If you recognize that corner sitting depth outside, you recognize where the hole is, the timing, the throw, the big play. It's a big time play right there by Malik. So that's some really good stuff that we're seeing. You see why there's a lot of excitement. Okay, I threw this on here. This isn't really a second level throw, but I like to see my quarterbacks against pressure. When they have to think fast, they have to react fast. So I put this on here, pressure. Now he finds the right guy, but this is something that I've seen at times is that his technique is not always the strongest. So when things happen fast and he's got to speed up, his technique can get away from him a little bit. And so it's why I wanted to put this on here. This is something that I'm looking at. Saw it on a number of plays where it's just like trying to figure out, okay, what happened here? Why does he miss this easy slant throw? Kind of throws it into the ground, kind of rushes the throw. His feet are kind of going in different directions, and just something to pay attention to because I want to know what kind of quarterback from an accuracy standpoint I have. His numbers are great, 77% over the last couple years, okay? But that's why you take out the screens, you take out the quick out type plays, things that you expect every NFL quarterback to make, and then you start breaking it down based on things like this. I got pressure, got to react quickly. What happens? Okay, and again, we all miss, so this isn't just taking and going, oh, look, I want to show you a miss. That's not what this is about. This is about showing those 28 plays that I thought were a little bit more outside of structure and more about playing quarterback and trying to give you the whole picture. What a GM is going to have to look at with these 28 plays to decide, is Malik Willis our guy? That's all. That's what this is. You can make your own assessment, okay? Here's another one. We get a pressure situation right here. Blitz 0, okay? All good. We're going to take the inside fade right here. Okay, we got the pressure coming from this side. Okay, how does that affect him? Okay, you see him kind of falling away a little bit to the outside, but not bad, but you see where the football goes, okay? Okay, misses about 7-8 yards here on the inside fade right there. And once again, it's not about quarterbacks not missing. All quarterbacks miss. So, don't miss the point of what I'm trying to do in this breakdown. But I'm trying to look, like I want to see quarterbacks that don't miss by much. When you miss, you don't miss by much. You're still accurate. It shows the accuracy because I know we're not going to be perfect, but we're looking for a level of accuracy that matches the 77% completion that he's had over the last couple years. Okay, here we come with the pressure again. Okay, so we've seen 3 pressure situations here. Pressure's coming. Again, you see him kind of fade away here, trying to throw the inside fade, kind of fading away, falling away from pressure, and another miss against that pressure. Okay, so what does that mean? Does that mean he's not very good against pressure? Does that mean he was a backup quarterback that didn't get a lot of reps at situations like this, so a little bit more uncomfortable, rushes it a little bit, gets out of his technique? I don't know. Either one could be the case. That's what we have to decide. I got to decide. Which one is it? What's the reason behind some of these errant throws? And it's what makes this evaluation so hard and what my tweet was really about. 28 plays, you see some good, you see some bad. You see some good moments against pressure, you see some struggles against pressure. Who is he? Who is he going to be moving forward? I want to see him have to go beyond the first receiver. So they've got an out or a corner route here on the outside. That's number one. Then they're going to come back with a pivot route right here. Okay, so again, not overly complicated, just 1 to 2, but I want to see it. I want to see the process where it's not just 1 and take off and run, or 1 and jam the throw into number 1. Get through your progressions. Okay, nice job right here. Doesn't have the out, doesn't like it, comes right back to his pivot right there, puts the ball on him, and again, you see a little bit of a stumble. You see the ball on the back shoulder instead of the front shoulder. Little thing. We completed it. We got the first down, Kurt. I get it. I understand. But I'm asking the question of who is Malik Willis? How accurate is he? These little things, these little situations where things don't play out perfectly, what are we going to get? So get the completion. I will take it. Again, every quarterback misses, and we've always got to ask the but, does this signify something that I need to make sure that I'm looking for and I'm assessing when I evaluate it? Okay, like the decision, a little RPO. Okay, RPO, we get the linebackers to move. I like the read right here. We're going to come back and try to throw this quick in, this skinny post. All good. Okay, maybe we say that should have been caught by the receiver. It does kind of hit him in both hands, but it's out in front of him, a little bit off with the accuracy. So how do we assess it? How do we mark that down? Was that a good throw? Was it not a good throw? Okay, so now we've seen, and again, these are in succession based on how they happened in the season, but the last 4 or 5 plays, we've seen some inaccurate throws. Again, am I not spending a lot of time with these receivers? I don't normally run with these receivers because Jordan Love is, and now I'm just getting in there and I don't have the right timing. All of those things could 100% be the reason why there's some errant passes. But once again, I don't have the luxury, okay? I don't have the luxury unless I'm maybe Jeff Hafley down in Miami that saw him every day, practiced against him every day. I don't have the luxury of knowing, okay, well, this is why. I didn't get to see it on a daily basis, so I'm assessing what I know based off of the tape, okay? Love to see the second level throws down the field. That's what it's all about. So we're going to fake the naked. We know naked bootlegs are going to be a part of whatever offense Malik Willis is a part of because he's good at that. Then we're going to run the sneak back here. Now, this is a high hopper. It's an easy completion, but I still want to see it. I want to see him throw it. I want to see him put the ball on the money. Nice little 30-yard throw right here, right out in front of his guy. Great accuracy. Leads to a big play. Love this one. Love this one. One of my more favorite plays of his. Okay, so Green Bay runs a lot of these deep overs, influence posts here from one side to the other. Okay, when you're running these plays as a quarterback, you got to be very familiar with what's going on the backside. I need to know what the deep defender on the backside is doing. Okay, Malik recognizes that we got pressure, we got a press situation on the backside right here. So that defender is down. Now I still got to verify him after the snap and make sure he doesn't run back. But as soon as he stays down, this becomes my number one receiver. I've got all kinds of space over here. It's an easy throw. There it is. Come back. That guy's matching. That guy's chasing. Perfect. Now I'm going to find that window on the backside. Again, we see great second level throw. Right on the money, like a handoff, 30 yards down the field. Boom. Right in front of his guy. Big time throw right there. Starter type throw in the NFL. All right. So we got a little double move right here, what I call a stump. So it's a stick, pump. We're going to run a return underneath it. Okay, so we can come out. We're going to hold this free safety right here, make sure that he's not in the play, and we're going to look to go 1 and then recover to 2. All right, so we've talked about a few issues with accuracy. He comes back. I like the process here. He looks to the right, then he comes back and verifies the safety right there. Now he's going to come back to his stump throw. All right, so this is the picture when he decides to throw the stump throw. Now, this is a beautiful throw. We're going to watch the placement of this football. Great, high and away from the defender where only his guy can get it. Beautiful throw. I love it. Now, we could come back and say, okay, with this look, should he have thrown the return? Was that the right decision right here? Okay, so again, I'm assessing. I'm trying to figure it out here. Like, beautiful throw. Okay, yeah, he knew he could make the throw. He liked his one-on-one matchup. If I'm sitting here talking to him, tell me why. Why'd you throw that instead of coming back to the return? Okay, so there's a valid reason. Hey, I knew I could make this throw. I knew my tight end against that matchup was a great matchup. Just put it high and away. Great, I love the response. Okay, or is it one of those where I came back, thought I had one-on-one, so I just threw it to him without seeing the big picture? I just want to know. And we're going to assess that differently. You know, one person might say, man, he should have come down off of that. He's kind of forcing this throw. Somebody else might say, hey, that's just a beautiful throw, showing us that he's got the ability to control the football and with great accuracy. And again, why I'm doing this video, trying to give you all the different sides of it so you can come up with your own opinion on who he is and what you think he's capable at the NFL level. This is the fun part of it. This is where evaluation comes in, right? We all watch tape. We all watch games. We all want to tell each other who somebody is or how good somebody is. This to me is I'm just taking you through, if I'm watching this with my coaching staff, I'm watching this with my GM, the quarterback coach, I'm trying to assess who is Malik Willis. Okay, we're going to run the deep pylon here. Then we're going to run a curl. We're going to run a flat. Okay, we're running this concept. What we're trying to do is get number 1 here to jump the curl. He jumps the curl. I'm throwing the big corner route over the top. He doesn't jump the curl. It becomes a curl flat read to the front side. Okay, so here we are. What's number 1 do? Number 1, there's no hesitation. He just keeps running, keeps running, keeps running, keeps running. So this should become a curl flat read off of that circle defender. Here, Malik Willis is just tossing the ball up, trying to get a shot. Now his guy makes a great effort on it and goes and makes a play here. But I'm assessing. Okay, why? What did you read? Did you see this? Did you come back and just launch it up? Was it the pressure? Did the pressure force you to make a bad decision right here? What's the reasoning behind it? And once again, every quarterback makes bad decisions. It happens. But in the course of 28 plays, we've got to decide if there's a handful of bad decisions. Is that who Malik Willis is, or are those just forced bad decisions based on circumstances? Okay, here's another one, right? We talked about it already. We're going to have a little chip here, and then this guy's going to go out here. They're going to have the over once again. Okay, read the backside. I like it. Watch his eyes. Watch his eyes. Eyes are in the backside. He's reading this guy down. Great. Verify that that's down. Now what? I know I got a shot at the over. Good job here. Buying time, hanging in there. Pressure's coming. Boom. Make a good decision. Make another second level throw. but I'm seeing the eyes. I'm watching the processing part of it, which is so huge to me, and I talk about it all the time. Processing gives you a chance, right? See the eyes, see he's verifying it, watching him go through the process, and then the ability to stand in there and make the throw. Okay, this one's a little tough right here. Okay, so this is going to be a double seam concept. Okay, but double seams, something that we like when we get middle close, which they're going to get right here. Okay, and so we get that middle close, we can read the double seams. This one's hard because on the outside they put what I call semi routes. So semi is basically a 12-yard speed out. So what's really hard about this is that it's really tough to read these seams and then somehow get back on time to a semi route. It's almost as if we've got to decide ahead of time, am I going to read the seams or am I going to read the semi route? Okay? If we want to try to do both, then we've got to come out, and so Malik is going to look to the left here. So we've got to come out and read this guy. We got to get a quick read on this guy off of that. Okay, I got rotation. Find this guy. Okay, so you see this guy turns. He's playing soft. He turns his numbers inside. I got to get a quick read on him so I can get this ball out on time. Again, I'm not necessarily expecting that. This is tough. We used to like to put 14-yard stop routes on the outside for the sole purpose that I get a chance to see the seams and then I can easily recover to a 14-yard stop type comeback on the outside. It's hard to recover to a speed route that's going to the outside and is going to run out of bounds. So the stop gives us a little more flexibility to do that. So I'm not putting this as necessarily a negative or a bad play by Malik Willis. He's looking at the seams, doesn't have the seam. You see, he starts to come outside, but it's late. Good job deciding and realizing it's late and not forcing this. You see, the corner is already starting to jump that. So love to see him react and get down here to the check down in that situation. But, you know, he's going to try to scramble and make a play and do some of these things that he can. Doesn't really get away from it here. But, again, I want to know why. Okay, what's the thought process? Talk to me. Okay, I was going with the double seams. Didn't like it. Didn't feel like I could recover outside. Wanted to drop it to the check down. Perfect. I love the thought process. But I want to know. This is just something I'm watching, again, as a evaluator and going, okay, what do I grade this? Probably don't really grade this either way and just say that's kind of a toss-up because it's not a negative. Not going to say he should have gone and got out here because that's a really hard thing to do and I have to assess it that way. Would have liked to seen him get to the check down. But, you know, if you don't really have a grade on the play, that throws out another play. Now I'm down to 27 to assess who he is as a quarterback. All right, so just a simple play action with the corner route here, the big end on the backside. Just come out off the play action. Can you hit the corner route? That's really what this play is. We're going to start there and then we'll work back across, okay? So he's got it. Got the throw right here, okay? This throw is going to be knocked away by the corner here. The ball's left a little bit to the inside, maybe a little bit late on the throw. You see the receiver having to slow down to get it, okay? So is this a negative? What I love about this play is it's showing that Malik Willis has the ability to get the ball up and down. Okay, that's a big time throw in the NFL is when you can get the ball up and over a linebacker and down underneath a secondary player with a throw. You don't have to just drive a throw on a line because if I do that, that linebacker gets enough depth, I can't make this throw. If I can put it up and over, that shows I have the capabilities of making different kinds of throws. So here, you see it. Up and over, boom, but it's knocked away. So do you give him a positive or a negative? Is this a good play or not? Did you see something on this play that excites you? Does me with the up and over, but I don't like the fact that he's a touch late and the ball placement is left to the inside and what should have been a completion is not a completion. All right, one of my favorite plays in the playbook, we're going to run POCO. Post, corner, somebody's going to the flat. I don't know if it's tight end or the back, but somebody's going to the flat over here, okay? So post, corner, flat, okay? Everybody's got it in their playbook as well, okay? So we're going to come back here on the drop back, all right? and I want him to read it out. Okay, I want to see the processing part of it. Okay, we're going to get the corner cleared out here with the post. So this is going to become a corner flat read off of the flat defender right here. Okay, we got a decent pocket back here, so it lets me assess him, right? If there's quick pressure, then it's like, can't really assess a quarterback on that, but this one, good pocket, okay? What's the read? Here comes the guy down to cover the swing right here. Here comes the corner route. There's the corner route. There's the big throw. You see, already starting to move. A little bit of impatience in the pocket, okay? It's important to me. I want to see my guy stand in there and be able to deliver this. Look at the corner route. It's going to be a huge play over to the backside. Nobody out there. The read was clean, but he's taken off. Well, in taking off, he gets us a play on the run. We know that's something that he can do. So, okay, maybe not a full win because I'd like to see him, read and make the throw, but a win because he scrambles. Well, there's actually a holding penalty on this play, which again adds another element. If he plays this play on time and he plays it out the front side, okay, is there no holding penalty? Do we get a big play here instead of holding the football longer and then scrambling, creating a holding penalty as he gets out of the pocket? And you might be sitting there watching this going, man, Kurt's overly critical. He's bringing up all these little details. Well, I'm sorry. This is all I have to work with. These are the plays I have to work with. So if I'm going to give him whatever, 15, 20, 25, $30 million a year, if I'm going to give him a 2 or 3 year contract and commit to him as my starter, I want to know what I'm getting. I want to know who this guy is. And so that's why I'm asking all of these questions. These are going to be the things that I'm going to be asking him if he comes and visits me in free agency. Talk me through this. Tell me what you did here or what you saw here, what you were thinking. Okay? All right, here's another one. We're going to have the over here again, and then we're going to have another over with a clear out and a flat to this side. So as I said, let's read the backside guy. He's done a good job of this on a couple plays already. Let's read him. If he comes down, we'll have another big shot over the top of it. Okay, I want you to watch that defender right there. He starts to come down. Oh, and then what? Then he goes back. Okay, so Malik is looking over there, and I think he feels him start to fall back, right? Still may have that throw, right? If he saw it and he liked it and he felt that guy came down enough, he could still make that throw. Wouldn't be mad at him there, but he sees that guy or feels that guy falling away. Great. Now he gets back to the over. Boom. Look at that throw. Love it. Second level throw, the ability to see backside, doesn't like it, get to the front side on time, hit a second level chunk throw. Okay, so we've seen a number of those chunk throws. That's the stuff that really, really excites me about Malik Willis. To be able to see and assess his eyes. I love that stuff. It's what I'm always looking for when I break down tape. A lot of people are always saying, how do you know where they're supposed to go? How do you know what? I don't always know where they're supposed to go, but their eyes and read tell me where they're starting, and it can give me a sense of what I'm looking for. Okay, here's the play action. All right, we've got that same sort of Poco type play. Post, corner, flat. Okay, we come out here, and we're going to see another really good throw. Get back, the hitch. Okay, the safety plays flat on it. You get a flat route, boom, drive it on him, put it right on his numbers. I love it. Really good throw, really good drive throw. Okay, that's the positive part of it. Okay, what's the other side? Okay, what do we like to do on Poco? We want to read the quarter safety. If the quarter safety stays flat and jumps the out of the corner, let's go get a touchdown over the top. Okay, so you see here, safety, squats, jumps, okay? Now, maybe it's that pressure there that throws him off a little bit. I'd love for him to see that and lay it up for a possible touchdown. Lay up the post. You got the safety to squat, go up over the top. Now, we win with the throw. I love it, okay? We don't win necessarily with the read and getting the big play, but, is this a plus? Is this a minus? Are we good with this? Is this what he should have done or what you would have asked him to do first? Is, hey, if you got the corner, take it and then react up to the post. I would read it the other way. So, questions I'm asking. Okay, here, what happened? Why didn't you take the post? Safety squats. Talk to me about this. This is one of the reasons why I'm glad I'm not a GM. right? To be able to try to assess in a different offense who a guy is with limited playing time, what he can be, what's his value to our football team. Do we think we can make him better in certain areas? Beautiful right here. Okay, so again, watching his eyes. Okay, so what we're going to get on this play is we're going to get double inside fade routes. Okay, so we get press look on both sides. So we like that. That's perfect. We could go either way. He peeks this direction. Okay, what is he doing? Talk to me. Why'd you peek that direction? Well, I was peeking the release right here of my receiver. I love that. That's big time. If that's the case, if he was peeking the release, seeing this guy, I didn't win clean, so I went from him to the other side. Or maybe he's looking to the right solely for the sake of, I know I'm going to go back to the left. I like that matchup better, but I'm going to work the safety with my eyes to the right. Either one of those, great answer. I can live with it. You're looking to the right, tell me why. And then he's able to come back, no panic, beautiful throw. Inside fade throw on the outside number, leading his guy, touchdown. It's a big time throw right there by Willis. Okay, we're going to come back with similar type play here. This could either be a post or a corner. Then we're going to come out with the flat corner, and then we're going to come out with the flat. So it becomes this same high-low type read here where we're checking the outside guy first, see if we can get the shot down the field, whether that's a post or a corner, and then we work down from there. Okay, so we check the outside guy, he turns and runs. Okay, so now it becomes a high-low off of this flat defender. Okay, there it is. There's the huge play right there. Good pocket right here. Okay, stand in there, deliver that throw. It's a big time opportunity, a little bit impatient. You see his feet kind of go sideways. He's uncomfortable because it hasn't cleared up right away. And now get a 5-yard scramble. We get a positive play on this, but we missed a huge opportunity down the field. So we've seen a little bit of this as well. We've seen some missed opportunities on big plays down the field when he's had to sit in there and read it. We've also seen some big time plays. So that lends itself to the question of who is he? Where is he with that stuff? How good is he? Why is he making some and missing some? Here we go. Let's come back. Same basic play, same basic situation. We get the same basic look on the other side. Now what's he do? Steps up. Beautiful. Step up. Settle back in the pocket. Find the void. Go deliver a second level throw for me. Bang. Right there. Beautiful. Can't do it any better than that. So now I got 2 plays back to back that leave me asking, okay, what did I just see there? Okay, what just happened there? Why did it happen well on one and not on the other? Talk to me. Talk me through these 2 situations and why, right? The answer might simply be, the first time I knew I got a little bit impatient, so when we came back the next time with the same play, I settled in there a little bit more. I can live with that, okay? It's a backup quarterback that hasn't played a lot, just getting into play. That might be it. I got to learn through some of these reps. I'm not as comfortable with something. Okay, but with that being said, am I comfortable with that, with my team, for him to say, hey, I'm still growing. I'm still learning. I'm not going to be a finished product when I come into your building. Am I okay with that assessment, with what I'm expecting from him and what I'm going to pay him? Beautiful right here, okay? So we're going to come out of here with basically an all-go type situation here, okay? So we get what looks like it's going to be middle closed, but then on the snap, they run to cover 2. Beautiful. Okay, so watch his eyes. Okay, his eyes start this direction. Okay, seeing the safety. Safety shows me it's cover 2. Maybe he's also seeing the Mike linebacker. Perfect. Which way does the Mike linebacker go? We want to throw the seam opposite the Mike linebacker. Mike linebacker goes left, whether that's with his eyes or just the 3 receiver side, but I see it, I verify it. Now I come back and drop a perfect second level throw for the touchdown. Seam throw, again, another big time NFL throw, starter type throw to Watson for the touchdown. All right, and we come back here. We're going to run a little pinch concept and influence, a big in, and something out here in the flat. Come off the play action, okay? We can peek this backside again with the influence, but We're going to get the corner to go back. So now this really becomes a high-low right here between the in and the back. Okay, there it is. That's the throw. That's as easy and as open as it gets in the NFL. I need that throw. I need him to make that particular throw in this situation. Okay, we got the underneath guys staying flat. Okay, worst case scenario, I thought he got too much depth. Kick it to one of your check downs and let's move forward. Okay, you see the feet, again, starting to go a little bit sideways in the pocket instead of standing in there and being able to deliver. Starting to go sideways. It doesn't happen right now, okay? But throw should be there. Hang in the pocket. We don't have a lot of pressure, or kick it out to the back. Okay, he starts to take off and run, gets to the back late. We don't get much there, but there's an opportunity, another opportunity in the pocket where he's got to process and make one of these big time throws, and he's not making this one. Okay, this is a designed roll, I believe, because they like to do this. Okay, we're going to clear this out. We're going to run a bit of a wheel right here and then an in on the outside. And so I think they're trying to hesitate here and then get him on the run. I always like to see guys on the run, especially guys that are athletes that are going to be out there in space. How do they play? Really good right here. We're coming out. We're going to read 44. 44 comes off and jumps this out route here. Perfect. We got exactly what we wanted on this play, and a good job by him on the run. Get it up over the top to make the big play. Nice read, nice throw. So we've seen a lot of good throws down the field. We've seen some missed opportunities down the field. The one thing that I like as we're seeing these, when he throws it down the field, right? When he sees it and makes the throw, most of them have been accurate. A couple of those against pressure early on, the go routes, he missed a couple of those, but for the most part, when he has made the throws down the field, he's been accurate with those throws. Huge plus. Something that really jumps out of the tape at me. Okay? Okay, here's another one. Coming back. Okay, we're trying to look and see if we get this one-on-one right here. Work to the flat, and then we'll work across the field from there. Come back. Nice job. Little quick hitch. Ball out. Good chunk throw right there. Good timing throw. First down. Okay. I like this one. I like to see timing. We talked about pressure. Okay. Some of that pressure situation was a while ago, last year. Now we're coming back with pressure. Same type of situation. Okay. I'd love to see him set his feet a little bit more, stand heavy in the pocket, because what we were talking about when he got pressure, a number of times he fell away from his technique and it got away from him. Now he's fallen away into this throw. Still makes a really good throw right here, but I'd love to see him, appear to me a little bit more comfortable against this pressure, not always falling away, not having to throw it and see it kind of falling away and having to snap it, but still a great throw. I mean, he makes the throw against pressure, knows it's coming, fades away, gets in the pocket, gets the ball out on time. Really good throw right there. And a great one to finish on. So there it is. You tell me, who is Malik Willis? How much are you willing to pay him? How much are you willing to commit to him to be your starting quarterback? There is some really high-level stuff on the tape. There are some big-time second-level throws, starter-level throws on this tape, without a doubt. There's some other things that leave me scratching my head a little bit, or asking questions, wondering why. Why did you miss this particular read? Why did you miss this particular throw? Where are you in your process? Where are you in terms of your growth to be a starter? Those are all things that I've got to ask as a general manager, as a team, as a staff, when deciding if Malik Willis is our guy. And so that to me was all I was saying. This is a tough evaluation for me because I don't know exactly who he is. Didn't get the ability to be in the building every day and watch him every day in practice. I haven't had the opportunity to sit down and talk to him and get a sense of who he is. So I'm simply going off of the tape over the last couple years, stuff to get people excited, stuff for me to leave you questioning and wondering what exactly I'm getting. So I can't wait to see how this plays out and who decides to invest what in Malik Willis.